What's good? It's Jimmypocketts. We're back in the home game streets today. This is 3 days before our Vegas trip. The next vlog you will see will be a Vegas vlog. Today though, it's a 1-2 game, 1,000 max, and plays big. This place is legit. Free food, free drinks. The waitress comes around with the menu and the food changes every week. Let me know if you're in the Jersey, New York area and want a seat. I'll connect you with the host. We're in for 400 to start and look down at Ace Queen offsuit. Under the gun plus 2 makes it 10. I just call. I don't remember why I just called. I really need to be putting in a 3-bet here. The cutoff and button call, and then the small blind makes it 75. Everyone else folds. I call, of course. We go to flop heads up of Queen 3-2 with 2 hearts. We hit top pair. He checks it to me, and I bet out 50. He then jams all in for 215. The old check jam is almost never weak in low stakes. And I know I'm B here, but I'm putting him on pocket kings and only pocket kings. But can I really fold top for such a small jam, only about 150 more? I just can't do it. I'm thinking I could hit an ace or runner hearts. I have outs. I call. He says he wants to run it twice. I've never really been a fan of running it twice for small pots. I tell him only once. I know you got kings. Let's just do it. Max pain. One time. The run out is the jack of diamonds, 10 of diamonds. We lose. I add on for 100. I look down at ace king offsuit and the low jack. Under the gun plus 2 makes it 15. The hijack calls a 15 out of turn. I tell him I haven't acted yet. He pulls it back and I 3-bet the 45. He folds and then the cutoff jams for 112. He's short stacked and he's been talking about leaving soon. He says he gotta go somewhere, so I'm thinking maybe he's jamming light. But I did not expect the under the gun plus 2 to re-jam, which he does for 208. My quick math is not the greatest, but I'm thinking if I lose the main pot but win the side pot, I would just about break even because the side pot's so big, so I call. I show ace king, the cutoff with the smaller stack shows pocket aces, and under the gun plus 2 shows ace queen. So it looks like we're going to lose the main pot, but are in pretty good shape to win the side pot, until the flop comes 10 jack 9 with 2 clubs. Now under gun plus 2 is open-ended, giving him more outs. The turn is the 4 clubs. There's 3 clubs on the board. No one has a club except for the short stack. The river is the jack of hearts. We lose the main, but win the side. We decide to play one PLO hand after that. You might be surprised, but I actually played my entire first year of PLO. I stopped because the PLO swings are so intense. We get dealt king jack of clubs, 7-7 in the hijack. Under the gun bets 10. Been a long time since I played PLO. Should I 3-bet this or what? I just call though. We go to flop 8 ways. Under the gun plus 2, middle position, me and the low jack, hijack, cutoff, small blind, and big blind. A little family pot. The flop comes 3, 6, king with 2 clubs. The small blind donk leads it out in the 7 people for 30. Under gun plus 2 calls. I call, but it's pretty scary when someone donk leads out in the 7 people, and the hijack calls. The turn is the 2 of spades. Small blind now checks. It checks to me. I'm thinking it's going to check through, and then the hijack bets 60. Small blind calls. I call. Where's this club at? Let's see a club on the river. 3 ways now. The river comes the king of diamonds. The small blind open jams for pot about 380, covering me in the hijack. We hit trips, but obviously we're not good, so I lay it down. The hijack calls for less than pot, about 60-ish, and then he shows a straight. Small blind shows pocket 6s for a boat and takes it down. I'm starting to wonder, am I even going to win a pot this session? I add on for 300. We're stuck. We've been card dead for a little while now. And I see queen 4 of diamonds in the big blind. I'm playing anything suited at this point. I gotta dig myself out of this hole somehow. Middle position raises at 15, the small blind, and I call in the big blind. We go to flop 3 ways of 4, 8, king. We check it over, and middle position C bets for 20. We got a pair, that's hard to make, and we're stuck. I call, we're heads up now. The turn is the 4 of clubs, we hit trips. I check hoping he bets again, but it checks through. The river is the queen of hearts. We boat up. I bet out 50. He calls. We show the boat and take it down. Feels good dragging in a pot for once. That feeling is short-lived when we get dealt 6-7 of diamonds under the gun +2. I raise a 15, middle position in the low jack call. 3 ways now, the flop is 5 jack 10 with 2 hearts. I've been card dead for a while and haven't played many pots, so I decide to bluff, hoping they think I'm tight. I see bet for 15, they both call. The turn is the ace of spades. This is perfect for me. I'm trying to represent having ace jack or ace 10, so I bet out 30. Middle position, the silent assassin, min clicks me up to 60. They call him that because he doesn't talk much. Everybody's got nicknames at this place. The low jack folds, I fold of course. I pick up ace queen of clubs and under the gun +1. Under the gun bets out 10. I 3-bet to 30. He calls. We're heads up and the flop comes 4, 10, 7 with 2 diamonds. It checks through on the flop and the turn is the jack of spades. Now he leads out for 35. I don't think he has much here. I think he's just trying to take a stab at it. So I call. The river is a 6 of clubs. It goes check check. He says he misses flush draw. I show ace high and we take it down. This game is getting big. The $32 straddle is on for the second time tonight. 4, 8, 16, 32. There's 3 guys sitting over 1,000 effective. One of them's close to 2K. He's got like 1,700 in front of him. The rest of the table's sitting around 6 to 800. I add on for 100 at this point just so I can compete. I'm in for 900, sitting around 5 right now. Last hand for this vlog, we look down at King Jack of Spades in the hijack. I play for about 2 more hours after this, but don't really get into any interesting spots. Middle position opens for 8. I 3-bet to 21. Looking back on this, that's a little on the low side. I really need to be 3-betting around 35 to 45, considering how deep everyone's sitting. The big blind and middle position call were 3 ways. The flop is 5, 8, queen. I c-bet for 20 and only middle position calls. We go to a turn heads up of king of clubs. We hit top pair. I bet out 40. I was going to bet this regardless of what the turn was, whether we were bluffing or if I hit something. He folds and we take it down. We were in for 900, out for 524. That's a loss of 376 in about 6 hours of play. Hopefully we were just getting some bad luck out before our trip to Vegas. I just wanted to mention we folded queen jack of diamonds, 7 of spades, and a pineapple hand to a $10 raise. We would have flopped a flush draw and turned the nut street and held in a massive pot. The pot was over 1K, I think. I was sick to my stomach. Why didn't I just call the 10 there? Dragging in a pot like that would have turned the whole night around. I mean, queen jack of diamonds, 7 of spades is a good hand for pineapple. I should have definitely have played that. Oh well, we'll get them next time. I'll see you guys on the next one.